In this newscast, we usually tell you about stories in today's paper, but today we have a breaking news story for you. At about 9 a.m. this morning, an accident involving 4 vehicles happened north of Vankleek-Hill on Highway 34, not far from Pleasant Corners Public School. The children on the school bus involved in the accident are reported to be safe at this time. All have been taken to the hospital. The driver of the bus was airlifted to hospital just before 10 a.m. The accident involved 2 vehicles, a school bus and a transport truck, which were all headed north on Highway 34 just before 9 a.m. this morning. An eyewitness said her children had just crossed Highway 34 and boarded their school bus at about 8:55 a.m. There were 2 stopped cars behind that bus, then another school bus also stopped. She said that a transport truck struck that bus, which then struck 2 vehicles in front of it before landing in the ditch on the east side of Highway 34, barely missing a utility pole. The bus had just dropped off students at St. Jude Elementary School and was on its way to Pleasant Corners Public School to drop off more students. Firefighters and emergency workers were on the scene quickly and boarded the bus to calm the students who were worried about their driver. Children were assisted to get out of the bus, but the driver had to be extricated. We will be updating this story as we get more information. The Review's Facebook page was buzzing this week with the news that a Tim Hortons will be built beside Vankleek-Hill Foodland. The drive-through component and the access points at the busy Highway 34 and Perrow Street intersection will be discussed at meetings that the Mayor has requested with the Ministry of Transportation. Champlain Township Mayor Gary Barton thinks that the installation of traffic lights at that busy spot, which is also an entrance to the Foodland grocery store, might be a good idea. If you've been thinking that the construction in Vankleek-Hill has been a bit overwhelming, it's going to get more intense beginning September 24th. The town's main intersection, where Highway 34 meets Main Street, will be closed for a 2-week period, and there will be detours. Large trucks will be diverted completely around Vankleek-Hill from Hawkesbury to the Highway 417-34 intersection at Herbs. Other traffic will be detoured through Vankleek-Hill, and during the 2-week intersection closure, the normally one-way Kirk Lane and Hamel Streets will be 2-way. A Lefebvre couple is considering legal action after their 44-day-old infant son has died. The couple says that despite repeated visits to the local hospital emergency room and to the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario, whooping cough went undiagnosed and led to the child's untimely death. There have been reports of a male in a red SUV who is trying to pick up children in Embrun. The public is asked to be vigilant and to review the stranger danger rules with their children. If you have any information about this incident, you are asked to contact the OPP at 1-888-310-1122. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, Beau's Oktoberfest will be in full swing, beginning Friday, September 21st and continuing through Saturday, October 22nd at the Vankleek-Hill Fairgrounds. You can find out more about tickets, events, and 10 cool things to do at Oktoberfest in this week's review. Or you can visit bows.ca to find a link to Oktoberfest. There's a lot more than this in this week's edition of the Review. Support local, independent community journalism. But to keep up to date with what's happening on the spot, up to the minute, visit thereview.ca or follow The Review on Facebook. There's always somebody home.